Hey everyone, how are you all doing? I'm just waiting for a few more people to come on. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, then pop them in the little chat there because I'm happy to actually answer them as we go along. So on the last Sunday live, we kind of waited until the end, I think, or close to the end to answer any questions. Well, today we're going to be answering them throughout. So pop your question in the chat and I'll be happy to answer it as we go along. And yeah, so let me just explain a little bit about what we're actually doing today. So today is more of a kind of like barely there makeup look, which I'm pretty excited about doing because it's just a natural makeup look. So it's kind of like there's a lot of technique to it because I feel like a lot of people love, like they want to create that barely there makeup look, but it can be pretty difficult sometimes because you want to kind of cover everything up. Hi, Alexa. You want to kind of cover everything up, but also you really want to make sure that it's kind of natural looking. Hi, Rob. Well, it says Robin's Buys and DIYs. Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be live again with you guys. So, as I was just saying, you haven't missed anything. I just basically was saying what we're going to do today. I'm going to be answering questions as we go along. So we're not going to wait until the end or anything. As we go along, feel free to drop your question in here because I'm really excited to see what questions you have. And yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to kind of like get started with my skincare. We're going to be doing a barely there makeup look today. So excited about this because I feel like this is what everyone wants to know, right? Everyone wants to know how to do a barely there natural makeup look and how to make it look natural, but also cover up all the flaws, cover up the dark circles, which we can see I have here, including this scar that just isn't going from a random spot that I had. So hi, everyone. I hope you're well. How has everyone's Sunday been so far? I'm really excited to see you guys too. We've got a few different names here. I recognize some names. We've got Janet hoping to do this look later after work. Oh my God, I'm so excited. You're going to do it. It's going to be amazing. Do you know what would be really good? Going forward on the lives that we do, and if you have time, do it now. But maybe we can do something where you guys grab your makeup and you do it at the same time, because then if you've got questions while you're actually creating this look, then you can pop them in there. I think that's actually a really good idea. So yeah, it's going to be more of a natural look. So maybe we could do something where prior to the live, I kind of let you guys know what you're going to need in terms of what type of product, and then we can kind of sit down and do it that way. You can, so Labour's saying skincare or makeup questions, either. Feel free. It can be about anything. I don't mind. Hello, I'm excited. I'm excited too, guys. Okay, so let's get started. So I have nothing on my skin at the moment. I've just used my face wash and washed it. And we're going to go in with this, which I'm loving at the moment. So this is my Charlotte Tilbury Glow Toner. I don't usually like toners, I'll be honest, but this is something different because it has a whole load of good stuff in there and I really like the smell of it. It has niacinamide, which is obviously amazing. It's an amazing ingredient for your skin. It's tightening for the pores, it smooths the skin, and it gives you a slight radiance. Now, this has clover in here and you can really smell the clover. So when I say that I love the fragrance, it's not because it's fragrancy. It's a very natural fragrance in there. So I'm just going to go over my face with this. And I'm going to read some comments. Hi, Labour. If that's how you say your name, I'm sorry if I mispronounce anything. Hi, Sarah, Janet, Isha. Okay. Okay, so I think some of you actually really like that idea about maybe getting your makeup stuff and doing it with me, right? I think that's actually a good idea. So maybe we can figure something out. I'll figure out how we can do that so we can go from there. Okay. So this is from Isha. My question is makeup related. It's about baking. When do you bake? When your concealer foundation is still wet or after it is dried out, Matt? Good question. But you can do it immediately. You don't have to wait for anything. So if you want to do it immediately, you can. If you want to wait a little bit, you can. It's completely up to you. I personally don't wait. I just go straight in. But then before I do that part, I always make sure that I take any creases out. So if you did wait a little while, it's not so much because you want that to be matte before you bake it. It's more so because you want to let the creases build up so you can take all the product out of those creases and then bake. So hopefully that makes sense. So someone said, cool breeze. Hi, my name is Mara. Hi, Mara. I foolishly tattooed my eyebrows in 1994. I have since removed it. Any suggestions on creating eyebrow hair when I have none? You're asking the wrong girl. So I would say, I'll be honest, I've been using is it Gerard Cosmetics? I think it's called Gerard Cosmetics. They do like an eyebrow serum. I've been using that. And honestly, it's worked. But I feel like I need to kind of like keep using it. Like I've been using it until it's run out and now I need another one. So it's not drastically great, but you know, that's the only thing you can really do. You could try castor oil. I know some people say that works. I can't bring myself to put that on every night because it's super sticky and I'm a bit OCD about making sure nothing goes on my pillow, but that's meant to work. So that's my kind of advice there. Oh, by the way, guys, you might be pleased to know that my eye cream finally finished. If you've watched any of my YouTube videos, and you know that my Drunk Elephant C Tango multivitamin eye cream has been never ending. It finally finished the other day, but guess what? I'm replacing it with a different Drunk Elephant eye cream. This is the Ceramide AF Eye Balm. It is a really good eye cream. It's probably one of the best eye creams I've used, the Drunk Elephant range. So I'm going to put this along my eyes, just really kind of like smooth that in. By the way, recently, well, for about a week, I started using the Sunday Riley 5 Stars Eye Serum. Has anyone used that? Any one of you, have you used that? Have you ever tried that? Let me know. So, okay. Linda, hi Nina, hi Linda. So excited to see another live from you. Alexa, cool idea. Good morning, everyone. I caught a live. You did. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Wherever you are in the world, it's evening here. Okay. Yeah, see, Alexa knows because she's clearly heard me go on about the Drunk Elephant eye cream. She's like, yeah, wow, that lasted a long time. Well, guys, at least you know that if you buy it, it's going to last you, right? That's the main thing. Okay. Right, next step, I've put the eye cream on, right? So we're prepping the skin. When you are doing a barely there natural makeup look, it is really important that your skin prep is done correctly, because what you want is to make sure that you kind of lock in all that hydration into your skin, because you want your skin to look and feel healthy, all right, and glowing. You need that hydration to really kind of like almost feed your skin so that you can apply minimal amount of makeup. So what I'm going to do now is go in with my moisturizer. I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. And I'm just taking a bit of this, around that much, because it's quite a thick cream. So I feel like I don't actually need a whole load of that. I've got to be careful how I put this on because I've got a plaster on my finger. You're not even going to guess how I cut my finger, guys. You are not gonna, you will never guess. Let's see if we can guess. It is the most random. This is why I'm mixing in my moisturizer weirdly, because I'm using my left hand, which I never use for much. But yeah, because I don't want to get it all over my plaster. But yeah, I cut my finger in the most ridiculous way. It's actually embarrassing to say how I cut it. It's so ridiculous. Okay, so someone put, no matter what I do, I have a hard time getting out the creases and creating a smooth under eye finish. Well, hopefully what I show you today is going to explain it to you. And if you still find it difficult, then pop a question in after you've watched me do it. So, Isha, I'm from India. It's almost 10 p.m. now. Wow. Well, it's 10 past 8 p.m. here. So it's in the evening here. Sarah Smith has said, I just ordered some of the Drunk Elephant yesterday. I think you're going to love it. And Linda put the D'Albufex spray serum has been helping though. That's actually really good. I really like that. Yes, of course, Justina. I'm sorry if I say that wrong. Greetings from New York. I love New York. Can you show us live how to get the creases out from under the eyes? Of course, that's what I'm going to do. Someone's put paper cut. Paper cut. No, I wish it was a paper cut, but it hurts more than a paper cut. Do you know how I got this? Last night, I made myself some dinner because Bobby was out with his friends, and I thought, you know what? I want a nice dinner. If he's going out, I'll probably think, okay, going to get a takeout or something. I thought, you know what? I really fancy making a kind of Thai stir-fry rice and chicken stir-fry thing. You know, I never really plan it. So whatever it comes out like, it comes out like that. But it's really tasty. But anyway, I boiled the rice first, right? And you know when you leave it and then the rice gets really hard underneath, because obviously I took all the rice out and I put it in the stir-fry and everything. There's a little bit left at the bottom of the other pan. And it got a bit hard. I should have put water in it immediately and I didn't. But then I soaked it later. Well, anyway, when I went to get some of the rice out, it was so hard that a rice grain cut to my finger. It was ridiculous. So yeah, that's how I got it. Embarrassing. Julie is like, hi, Nina. Nice to see you again. It's so nice to have you here. So happy to have all of you guys here. Okay, Alexa said, with my loose powder, I noticed that it doesn't last during the day. Skin looks a bit shiny. Also, I noticed that today, after I wore the powder, my nose was all stuffy. Think I'm allergic to the powder, potentially. Yeah, you could potentially be allergic to the powder, so you've got to bear that in mind. If you find that, then I would suggest using a different powder or being very careful with how you apply it, because let's be honest, sometimes when we're applying, you guys find that funny. Yeah, otherwise. See, I told you it's embarrassing. It's ridiculous. I was like, no one's going to believe me. I've put plaster on it. It's hurting that much. It's crazy. So the problem is when we use powder, right? When we're using, I'm not using loose powder today, by the way, guys. I'm going to be using something else because I'm showing you a different kind of technique today. But when you use a loose powder, sometimes what the mistake we can make is we go in with the powder puff, right? We go in and we go like that, or we get the brush and we go like that and it goes everywhere. So what you need to do, who was it who asked me that? Alexa, what you need to do is just try this before you stop using the powder, is when you are applying it, I know it sounds silly, but really try and compact it onto the sponge without it flying everywhere. Because realistically, any kind of powder, if it's flying up into your nose, it's going to kind of cause irritation, right? So what I'm saying is just try and be a bit more discreet with the powder, like while you're applying it. Try and keep it in the area and not let it fly away a lot. I know that's difficult when you're, when you're in a rush, but try it first. So I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip primer here, and I'm just going to smooth this on. Now, have you noticed that this is actually intentional, me taking a little bit of a break between each skincare product? And the reason for that is because I really want the skincare product to kind of like sink into my skin before I go in with the next layer. So that's what I want you guys to understand, is when we are prepping the skin, please do make sure that you leave that little bit of kind of time in between to let the kind of skincare kind of like sink into the skin. So, okay, moving on now, we are going to go into the next step, which is the concealer. I'm going to be using my Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. And the shade that I'm using is 280. And I really need to have some water because it's hard speaking constantly. So bear with me. Okay, right. Let me answer a few questions. Okay. 3 a.m. here in Australia. Wow, and you're up. That's Kim. That's dedication, Kim. Thank you so much for being here. Mindy per aluminium foil cut. I did that. It hurts. Now I'm being foil. I would be like that. I totally get that. So I totally get that. I think I've cut myself on foil too. That is like lethal. That is lethal. So someone's put hi, I'm Dylan. What makeup brand do you think is good? There are several different brands that I think are good. I mean, I have had a kind of renewed appreciation for Charlotte Tilbury, because I did a full Charlotte Tilbury look the other day, which I believe is going out soon. And it kind of made me fall in love with some of the products all over again. So I think that brand is good. But I'm going to be honest, there are some products within the range I don't like. For example, the airbrush foundation. I really don't like that. I prefer the Beautiful Skin foundation. Another couple of brands which are good. I think, what other brands have I got here? I like the Makeup by Mario brand. I love the concealers and some of the foundations from Tarte. I'm quite all over the place, like with brands. Like I quite like quite a few of them. There isn't this one that I swear by. And I've always kind of like followed this kind of, not, I wouldn't say rule, but like I make sure I don't like that stick to one brand, you know, because I'm well aware that you guys watching as well want to know what different brands there are. What's the point if I can't share with you like which brands, which products are good? You know, not every, I don't believe there's one brand that has everything, which is great. You know, one brand will be good at foundations, another brand will be good at concealers. So it's really kind of, you know, down to what you find. Okay, so the battle in the rice bowl, I know, right? Okay. Lynn, hi Lynn. How often do you clean the powder puff and how? I clean this every like few days. I wash it in the sink under running water, and I move it around like that. And I put some soap in there. Sometimes I use Dettol soap, and sometimes I use like the Beauty Blender soap, but most of the time I use the Dettol soap because it's, you know, antibacterial. And I kind of swish it around, and I just wash it like that, and then squeeze it all out and then let it dry. That's how I deal with that. Okay. Hi Nina, can you please help me? This is Julie. Help me how to use mascara in your bottom lashes without poking yourself in the eye. I'm going to show that to you today. Someone has put, my name is Daljit, by the way, from UK. Hi Daljit. Salah has put, no, I just read that totally wrong. Your name is Lynn. Sorry. I'm sorry. You have similarities to Huda Beauty makeup artist. Ah, that's a nice compliment. Okay. Someone from the US. Okay, I really want to quit doing nose contour, but I feel so insecure without it. I feel you there. Because when I don't do my nose contour, I feel like it ends up kind of like, I don't know, I just feel like I've got a big nose. Do you know what I mean? If I don't do my nose contour, I just feel like I've got a big nose. That's it. I just don't know how to explain it. So I get that. I totally get it. Okay, I've got my concealer and I'm going to go on my eyelids. Now we want to just get that done so it's like out of the way. Now I'm going to get my sponge. It's a damp beauty blender. You wash this, you squeeze it all out. You then get a tissue, wrap it around it, squeeze it again to take off all the excess water. Now I'm going to go along the eyelids here. You can apply as little as you want here. It really depends about, you know, like your dark circles. I'm just buffing it in. And when I say buffing, I'm kind of like pressing. There you go. Now, the powder I'm going to use, you can see that I'm keeping my eyes down. Now, this is very important for creases because if I were to look up into the camera like straight like that, it's going to start developing creases there, right? So what you want to do is keep that area smooth. And if you don't manage to keep that area smooth, then what you want to do is make sure you get your sponge, flip it around, and just press to kind of soak up all the excess kind of product in the lines. Go in. I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter in medium. I've got my Real Techniques brush, and I'm just pressing it. So I wanted to show you a different powder technique today because I feel like this is better for a more natural, barely there look. And you're going to see what I mean. Eyelids are done. Those are really important for me because I really want to make sure that those are nice and flawless, because realistically, you know, you can make sure you cover that area well, because it does help to kind of keep, you know, make your eyes look a bit more awake, a bit more kind of alive, like not so dull and tired. And because it's such a small area, you don't have to worry so much about, you know, how much you put on or how cakey it looks or anything. Okay. So who sent that? Oh, thank you so much, Whitney. I really appreciate that. That is really nice of you. Honestly, anytime any of you guys send super thanks and things like that, I truly, truly appreciate it. It means the world to me. You know, anything that I receive via YouTube, I always kind of invest back into my business, and I try and upgrade my lighting or something to make this all better for you guys, you know? You know, even going live and doing things like this, like it's all because of things like that as well. We're investing back into my business because all I want to do is educate, guys, and create a good community. Okay. So let's answer a couple more questions before we move on to the next tip. Whew, okay. Someone just said from Sarah, quick, I just want to say thank you for all your videos. They've changed my makeup completely. Still have miles to go, but feeling much better. Thank you. You are so welcome, Sarah. I'm so happy that it's helped you. And someone's put, Miranda has put, you gave me the confidence to do my makeup. That makes me so happy because ultimately that's what I want. I want people who watch my videos to feel that confidence. I want them to feel confident in themselves, you know, because if you can make whatever you need to do to make yourself feel confident, do it, right? Whatever that is, as long as you feel confident at the end of the day, that is the main thing. I want you guys to feel like you don't feel kind of, how can I put this? Like sometimes I feel like it's really difficult in this beauty industry because that you have so many different kind of, I don't know, like people that you see, and unfortunately a lot of kind of superficial beauty standards in the industry, and sometimes it's really hard for you guys as consumers, as people, you know, who watch these videos and watch people on Instagram and pictures and all that, to actually see what is real and what is not real. And I just really want you guys to feel like you are in control of making yourself look and feel in the best way possible, because for me it's really important that you guys understand that that is in your hands. That is not in anyone else's hands, right? No one else has the right to tell you whether you are beautiful, whether you are, you know, anyway, whatever they may think is not important. What's important is what you think and how you feel within yourself. Because if you start feeling confident from within, and then confident with how you look and confident with your own skill set, then I feel like you're just going to, you know, you're just going to show that. People are going to see that in yourself. So I just want you guys to feel really good. So, okay. Right. Someone's put, Ashwin has put, hi Nina, how do you stop lips from bleeding? I've noticed my lipstick is bleeding off late, and also lip balm. What do you recommend? Okay. I'm going to go through that when I do my lips. There's a lot of this stuff that I'm actually going to show you as we go along. And where have we gone? Okay, Linda said, I hate to say it because it's really expensive, but Estee Lauder Renutriv Ultra Radiance Liquid Makeup is really great foundation. Have you tried it? I haven't actually tried that, no, but I will look into that. And yes, this was the Makeup by Mario concealer. And just to reiterate, that was 280. My shade is 280. Someone said, when is my next live? It's next Sunday. It's going to be on Sundays, guys. Okay. Eyeshadow like SURRATT. Cream eyeshadow like SURRATT to put on over eyelids after setting with powder. Any tips? Feel that doesn't go on evenly. Well, you feel that it doesn't go on evenly after you've applied powder? It should. But maybe I will put a bookmark in that, because I might actually do a live using that at some point, so I can really show you. So Melody has put, I'm 56. Should I set the over eye with powder, or will it be drying? Look, you should still set it. If you're applying concealer or foundation on your eyelids, you should still set it regardless, because otherwise you are going to see that crease, especially if you have mature skin, because you already have the fine lines and potential wrinkles there. So because you already have that, so the smoothness is not necessarily there, you've got skin overlapping, you are way more likely to get products sitting in those lines, sitting in those gaps, and that is going to then irritate you. So either way, you need to set it. But if you have mature skin, then I would suggest using this, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish, and press it on like I have. Like, now what we're going to do, we're going to go into the main base now, because we're doing a natural look. Now I'm going to use a product which I have been loving, and I've had so many compliments every time I've worn this over the last couple of weeks. And sometimes it takes those compliments for you to know that something's good. Do you guys like agree with me there? Because I feel like sometimes you're not sure. You don't know how you are perceived, you know? So sometimes it takes other people saying it to you, and you're like, oh, that's actually really good. Good, then I'm going to keep using that. Okay, so Tiff has said, you're right. So much superficial expectations. Thanks for saying that. You're most welcome. We're going to keep it real here. And Julie has said, hi Nina, about brows. Should I do them before I apply skin products, or not apply the products, or not apply the skin products around my eyebrows? I find it very hard to draw the brows when moisturized because color doesn't stay on the skin. That does happen. Right. So I generally put powder. So if you saw when I put my powder on, I go there. It's kind of overlapping my brows, right? So it's drying it all out. Now, what I do suggest is you still go in after and take off any excess off your brows with a wet wipe and then let it dry. But don't do your brows before your skincare. It's not going to look right. Trust me. So you just need to make sure you dry off the brows at the end before you actually continue. Now, this product that I'm using is by Doll 10. You guys know I absolutely love Doll 10. It's a brand which kind of took me by surprise, to be honest. I've just seen a bug and I'm just like, where did that come from? I'm going to make sure that I check that after, because I do not like bugs. Anyway, so don't know where that came from. There are never bugs in here. What is going on? There was this freak storm over the last couple of days, so I don't know if that's it. Anyway, I'm using Doll 10. You guys know how much I absolutely love Doll 10. So this is the Doll 10 Doll Skin Genius Tinted Moisturizer. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write it in here for you guys because it's such a long name. Doll 10 Doll Skin Genius Tinted Moisturizer. My shade is, what is my shade? Three. Okay, there you go. So there you go. You guys have got that name, although all the links are going to be in the description. You got to shake this because it's very liquidy. It's the only thing about it, but it looks great. Okay, Alexa's saying, on Friday I did a silvery smoky eye with grey on the crease area with a light pink shimmer blush and a nude lipstick with a baby blue dressy blouse and black dressy pants. I love the description. The look was so nice. I am so glad. And you know what's really good about that is that you're complimenting yourself. And I love that. Good for you. Okay. I've just put some of this on my hand. I can't show it properly because it will drip. It's super, super fluid, right? Can you see that? Now, what I'm doing is I'm getting my Sigma F85 brush, right? And I'm going to go into this like this. Can you see that I'm buffing this into my hand first? That's super important, right? Because you want to really get it into the brush. Now, this is where we're going to start going in circular movements over the skin. This is a tinted moisturizer. Now, I know one of you is going to definitely ask this question, so I'm going to answer it now. I put moisturizer on underneath this. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I would never apply a tinted moisturizer without my usual moisturizer underneath. The reason for that is because I don't like the thought of applying something with color makeup in it as my moisturizer to my skin. I just don't. I don't care what brands say. I don't care how amazing it may be for your skin. There's still color in that product, and I still want my skincare to be a barrier between my skin and my makeup. So that's just my personal preference. It doesn't mean that you guys have to do that, but I'm just letting you know, how I deal with it. And that is how I deal with it. Can we just take a look at this? Right? This is a little bit warm for me, but the one lighter is just too light. But I really want to show you just how good this tinted moisturizer is. And I've got a lot of redness at the moment, only because I was filming earlier. And it was actually a really good video, which I'm excited for you guys to see. So yeah, this is the tinted moisturizer, and look at all that redness there. I'm kind of like breaking out a little bit here. I don't know why. Oh, that's horrible. Anyway, yeah. So, okay. Let's do another question. Okay, so Mindy has said, you turned me onto Doll 10 foundations. I love them. My skin feels nicer after I've used it. Yeah, they're so good. Okay. Someone has said, is it okay to mix foundation with concealer to get tight color match? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can. Julie's like, yes, Sunday mornings with Nina. I find it so bizarre that like you guys are like, some of you guys are just waking up. It's crazy, right? And I'm going to go to bed after this. Oh my God, I don't know why I've broken out so much there. I think I know. That's just turned up today because I did a video earlier, which I'm really excited about you guys seeing. This is this is actually a good way for me to actually explain to you the kind of torture my skin goes through, because I want to make my videos so educational for you guys. So I filmed earlier and it required me having to remove makeup from here at least 10 times. So put it on, remove it, put it on, remove it. And this is the result. This whole breakout that you saw there under my skin, like under my makeup, sorry, that's the result. So that's what I have to deal with, guys. But I do it because I love you guys. And yeah. Okay. So how are we finding this, guys? Tell me what you think of this. You can see it's very kind of healthy looking on the skin, right? Okay. Michelle is like, so glad I was able to catch the live stream. I love your videos. Thanks so much for being here, Michelle. I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in, honestly. And someone has put, super thank you for teaching. I never had women to teach me, and you are always so real and lovely in character. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Honestly, you have no idea. Alexa has put, is it necessary to put brow colored gel or brow gel over the eyebrow pencil because I have sparse brows? No, I have sparse brows too. So I have very thick hair there, but not much of it. Unfortunately, it's not really in all the places that I would like it. It's kind of not in any of the places that I would like it, but I will show you what I do. I'm going to show you that. It's quite a process, unfortunately, when you have sparse brows, but you know, that's how it is. I feel like you get, because I can see myself here. It's because I can see myself here, like I can see what you are seeing exactly right now in my laptop here. And you get really kind of, it's a bit of a, you can't, because you don't know how others see you. So what I see in the camera, like I feel very not symmetrical with what you see, as in my face, not even my makeup, just my face. But anyway, so Susanna, you look gorgeous even with that makeup. Thank you so much. I really don't think so, but I appreciate the compliment. I really, really appreciate it. So I was like, are you going to do foundation on top of the tinted moisturizer? No, I'm not. I'm going to show you. We're not putting any more foundation on top of this. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to get our concealer, and this is the same concealer we use with the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer in 280. And now this is where I am going to apply this. I'm going to do it on one side first. Very small amount, not as much as what I would usually apply. You guys know I go a bit more further in with that. Now, what I'm going to do is not use my sponge. I'm going to be using a brush. I have another Real Techniques setting brush. I'm going to be using this to blend in that concealer because we really want it to melt into the skin, and I don't want any kind of concealer or foundation that I already have on my sponge, or I don't even want to use a new sponge because I don't want that kind of look. I want it to just be barely there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skim over the under eye area. So this is where you're kind of skimming back and forth. This is the technique that we're going to be using, back and forth, right? But you want to skim the skin. Don't press. The brush shouldn't. So if I show you here, right, that's how we're skimming, right? The brush should not be like this, not like that. It should be just the tip should be skimming the skin. That's what I mean when I say that. Okay, so we're going to very lightly. I have two of these brushes, by the way. This is not the same one that I use on with powder. As you can see, one is overly faded. This is a new one. So again, skimming. We're going to go on the inner corner there. And then here as well. Now, the trick is when you're applying this under eye concealer, you really want to make sure you don't go really close to the lower lash line because it makes it it almost gives it that mask effect. So you want to keep a little bit of the darkness from your under eye, your dark circle on the lower lash line, just a little bit of it. Keep it there because it's your real skin. So we're just going to skim this over. I just want to get the mirror so I can see close up. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now, can you see how that has given me coverage on my under eye area? And look at the difference. So we haven't caked it up. It's just skimmed that concealer. You guys know from watching all my videos, right? I apply way more than what I applied there, right? Way more. I don't know why I'm putting that way. I need to do it on the other eye. Okay. So that's enough concealer because we want that barely there look. We want that really natural look. So now we're going to go ahead. You're going to have to excuse that whole breakout here. That is so bad. It's like the toll that makeup has on your skin is crazy. I mean, not for you guys because you guys are not putting makeup on like 10 times a day sometimes. When I'm filming and stuff, it's like crazy. So let me answer a couple of questions. I love that foundation on you by Susanna. Thank you. I do too. Do you match by wrist or neck? They are both different color. They're both different colors. Wrist super light and neck face caramel. I'm assuming what you mean is that where do I match it up to? I kind of know from looking. So I'm going to show you something along this area shortly, but I haven't finished, but I'm going to go into that shortly. So skimming. So remember, lightly skimming. By the way, happy Mother's Day, guys. Any of you guys doing anything? Is anyone being treated, or is anyone treating their mum? I'm going to treat my mum the next time I see her. I'm going to take her on a little spa day. I don't know if she's watching. I did send her the link, but I don't know if she's like busy. I don't know if she knows how to like chat in here or what. But I did say to her, why don't you come on board? Let me ask her. I'm like, are you watching, mum? Let's see. Oh, Mother's Day is a different day in the US, isn't it? Oh, it's today in the UK. I mean, I don't even live in the UK, but, you know, because my mum is there, I have to kind of say it. It's really weird because when it's here in Dubai, it's, I think, the same as the US. So I like kind of say it twice to her. Okay, can you see we've got our concealer on there, right? Now, I do want to lift in a couple of other places, and I'm putting the tiniest amount. Here, here. Such a small amount. Mum said she's watching. Hi, Mum. She's like, I'm like, are you watching? My mum will literally fall asleep in the middle of anything. I'm telling you. I said, are you watching, Mum? She said, yes. Fell asleep in between. Thanks. Oh my gosh. I don't, that doesn't even surprise me. Is she going to write in here? She doesn't, I don't know if she, see, look, so everyone's saying hi to you, Mum. You should write in the chat, in the comments. Leave a comment, Mum. I know if she doesn't, it's because she doesn't know how to, because it's probably, I don't think she's ever watched a live before. So, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know who that is, but someone's named CH. They're like, oh my God, you scared me. I thought I almost missed Mother's Day. I'm so sorry. I would feel that too. Everyone's saying hi, Mum. She's probably falling asleep again. Okay, so we've got that all. Okay, that was a good way for me to show you guys. Creases on the under eyes, I started laughing and everything. Worst thing you could possibly do, right, is laugh when you haven't set your under eyes. I can already see, so we can't zoom in on a live, but I can already see, oh wow, creases started to settle in there. There you go. Right, now we've got the powder, which we're not going to do yet on the whole face, but we are going to do it on the under eyes. So I applied it with this brush, right, the concealer. Now what I'm going to do here is get rid of those creases. I'm going to get rid of them on one side first. Do one side at a time and I'll explain why. Okay, we've got rid of those creases. I'm going to get my other brush, go into this powder, and we're going to press. We're only doing the under eyes at the moment, and you'll understand why shortly. There you go. That's enough. Okay, the reason we did one eye at a time, I've got something in my eye here. Sorry, guys. The reason we did one eye at a time, let me just make sure. Yeah. The reason we did one eye at a time, I don't know why I have something in my eye. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay. One eye at a time is because I want to make sure I've really got those creases out of there before I go in and set. If I try and get rid of the creases on both sides, then one of them is going to end up getting more creases. So I'm going to go ahead on this side, get rid of those creases, really take out all that extra product. And I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, now go into the powder. Someone's put, Daisy Flowers said, I woke up by my daughters this morning with a cup of coffee and some lovely presents. With a single mum, and they planned it themselves with the help of Brenda. That is so sweet. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, Nico. Nico's in here. And hubby's in here. I didn't understand that, what you just did to me. Oh, I need to sit. Did I fall a bit?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sometimes the seat goes, it's like one of those ones that just sinks a bit. So you want me to... Oh my God. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Don't worry. I'm still here. Oh, okay. Okay. There you go. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. Nico. Do you want to see Nico? Hold on. Let me show Nico. Nico, come here. Come here. Come here, good boy. Okay. Here's Nico. Nico, say hi to everyone. Say hi, guys. Hi, guys. Oh, he's so cute. Nico is so cute. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Okay. Go on. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Whew. Okay. I feel like I'm to that side now. Yeah, I am. Okay. I know what's going on. Okay. There you go. Whew, that's better. Okay. So he's so cute, right? He's literally my heart. Okay, so what have we got here? Let me answer a few questions. Thank you so much for all the sweet messages about my mum. Okay. Alexa has put, hey, Bobby and Nico. Hi, hubby. I feel like he's all of you. He's a hubby to all of you guys now, especially after that voiceover video, right? That was hilarious. I had so many comments from some people saying, oh, you know, maybe I gave him like a sheet, or I told him before what the products were. Not at all. I had no idea. We didn't discuss it at all, because I didn't even really know what look I was going to do. This is purely because he edits my videos. That's why he knows this stuff, because he probably hears me day in, day out talking about what product I'm going to use. So yeah, that's the reason. Okay, so what we're going to do now is add a little bit of blush. I'm using the Pat McGrath Paradise Peony blush. And what I want to do is I actually need a different brush, so bear with me. I'm going to grab hold of another brush. I have so many brushes here that I don't actually know why I have this many. I'm just going to use this. This is an Otis brush, 011. I'm just going to go like that. And I'm going to apply this blush here. So remember, we haven't actually applied any powder anywhere else other than the under eye area, right? This is a very subtle blush. It's super subtle. But it's more like a flush of color. Like you can still see it. I think immediately after this, I need to do an LED light because my skin is not great after today's filming session. There you go. Okay, Julie has put, I am 51. I don't have a ton of under eye creases. I'm lucky, but I do have a lot more than you. I find with myself, I do use powder, but the less powder I use, the better. Yes, that's actually right. And also the type of powder. So I'd highly recommend the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless powder for you. It works way better than loose powder for most people with mature skin. So someone's put, is it best to use eye primer under eyes if creased during the day? Looks so cakey by end of day. I personally don't like using eye primers, I'll be honest. I feel like it's just an unnecessary layer. that you don't really need. So try and, it's difficult because I feel like, you know, I know because of what I do and how long I've been doing it, but marketing really has, honestly, the way that they market things as if you need them, it's crazy. So I'm just going to clean off my brows a bit. So remember we spoke about brows earlier. I'm just cleaning off the buildup, letting that dry out. Now, next up, I want to create a little bit of shape in my skin. So I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer, which is this one here, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to be using a brush for this, which I don't know which one. I think I'm going to use that. Hold on. What is this? Oh, this is the Sigma F67 brush. And I'm basically going to kind of make sure I've got going like that. Now you want to make sure you go off onto the back of the hand first. Look at all that product, right? So you want to make sure you take it off there first. Now we're going to bronze and sculpt. See that? Go along the perimeter. Not a lot, just enough to give a little bit of shape. I can really feel a hair somewhere. It's so annoying. Anyway. Okay. I'm happy with that. You can go beneath the jawline a bit. It just adds a bit more color. Now, this is where I go back with that brush, the one that I applied the foundation with. And this is where I'm just kind of like getting rid of any creases in the face, and also just kind of like almost blending together everything we've been applying. You know, to get rid of any harsh edges. Okay, I'm happy with that now. There is definitely a hair on my face somewhere. I can feel it. Okay, so someone has put, can you put sunscreen over tinted moisturizer? Well, only if you're using something like a spray sunscreen, which I don't even know if you can get that, to be honest. There should be that out. So, I mean, there should be a setting spray with SPF in it, right? That would be the best thing. But what you would do is put SPF on, like have a moisturizer with SPF in it or something like that. Like, I'm not going out anywhere. It's nighttime here, so I haven't put SPF on, but that's what I would suggest doing. So someone else has put, everyone's like loving Nico. Oh, there's so many more messages that I didn't see. Okay. Yeah, he's so cute. I know, guys. Someone's put, I want to try that tinted moisture, but unsure of what color. The color match finder doesn't work either. That's annoying. I mean, mine is 3. And that's quite warm. And the one lighter than this, which is 2. I don't know what color that is, but this one is 3. And it's quite warm. So the one lighter than this is actually a little bit too light for me. So if that helps you, hopefully. So what type of dog breed is he? He is a Maltese. Happy Mother's Day to your mum. Thank you, guys. Someone else was wondering about tinted moisture on sunscreen. Try and use, if you're using a tinted moisturizer and you don't like using a moisturizer beforehand, then use your sunscreen before your tinted moisturizer, right? Use it then. But if you do like using your moisturizer and then putting on your tinted moisturizer, I'd suggest using a moisturizer with SPF in it, because then you're not having to apply another layer. So that's when I would say you need to use it. Okay. Someone's like, hello from upstate New York. Wish I was in New York right now. Someone's like, yes, love the hubby voiceover. Guy's perspective of makeup application is hilarious. I know, right? Did you hear him when he was like, whack it, I'm going to whack it on my face now? And then when I was like using brow gel, he was like, I'm going to press them into my forehead. I was just like, what? Okay. Someone's put, how often do you clean your brushes? I'm really, hold on, trying to keep up with these messages. Hold on. Okay. I clean them once a week. Again, what step do you apply? Sunscreen, apply it before your tinted moisturizer. Okay. Pressed powder is better than loose powder. Yes, it depends what you're going for. Loose powder is like great for baking, but pressed powder is actually really good as well. I personally really like it. Would love to see a video on products you don't need. Okay, yeah, very good idea. Julia said, Alexa, I started using pressed powder instead of loose powder on my eyes, and I find it works so much better. Yeah, that's actually the case for a lot of people, guys. That's why I'm saying you don't need to use loose powder. Everyone's wondering about the SPF, so always put that on before your tinted moisturizer, guys. Okay, which pressed powder? This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. Can you recommend good sunscreen? Many leave a white cast on the skin. I actually really like the Charlotte Tilbury primer because it's SPF 50. It's amazing, and it doesn't leave a white cast at all. So try that. That's probably the best sunscreen that I've used. I personally love Korean sunscreens. I do too. I have a new SPF 50 by Centella, I think it's called, which is very, very good sunscreen. And someone's put, Alexa's put, I use the CoverGirl Smoothest Pressed Powder over my BB cream with SPF 21 tinted moisturizer and the Simply Ageless pressed powder on top. Okay. I love BB cream, by the way. The BB cream that I love, unfortunately, doesn't have SPF in it, which is one size. It's probably one of the best BB creams I've used. But I also love the IT Cosmetics CC creams. Those are extra amazing because they have SPF 40 in it and the coverage is insane. So please save this live so I can go back and see the tips again. Yes, of course, it's going to be up like as soon as we're done. Woo, okay, your skin looks gorgeous. Love the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer on you. Thank you. I'm going to try and make up my Mario concealer. It looks like it covers very well and looks natural. Yes, it does. It's not cakey at all. Okay, so now that we've done that bronzer, we're going to go ahead with that powder. So with the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. Oh, someone else uses the Centella sunscreen. It is really, really good, isn't it? I have discount, by the way, on that. So if you head on over to my ShopMy, which is the link is in the description, then or in any video description, then you'll see it there. Okay, so now we're gonna start skimming over the face. I just usually go over the areas which I don't like to be shiny, which is usually around the brows and this kind of area here. There, I don't mind this shine coming through, but it's everywhere else I don't like. So this is really going to be good for setting your face. Okay. So we've done that. Now we're going to go into brows. And for the brows, I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat in Natural Brown. I really actually like this. Let me just make sure they're dry. Yeah, they are. I really like this brow pencil. So let's go ahead and shape So I actually do draw the shape first. Sometimes I actually put in the hairs first, but I'm going to shape them today. There you go. Now you can see by the shape that I'm doing that I like them to be a lot thicker than they actually are, which means that sometimes your pencil is going to go on your skin where you don't have hair, like right here. It's really difficult with this plaster on. So let's get this little tail of the brow done. Okay. There you go. Now, can you see? There are certain areas you can still see it's kind of bare. Right? That's okay because I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. Someone else uses the Cosmetics BB cream. Oh, the BB cream I haven't tried, I don't think. I don't think I have that. Oh, the Herborian BB cream is amazing. So good. Someone has put, I currently use L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. I wanted to try something different, and I was drawn towards Too Faced Matte Foundation. Have you tried it, or would you recommend another? So I haven't tried the L'Oreal. Have I tried the L'Oreal one? I think I have, yeah. That's actually a good one. The Too Faced is really good too, but it's quite thick, I think, for a foundation. But yeah, try. I mean, I really like the. Which one have I got here? I personally really like the NARS Sheer Glow. I really do like that. Thank you so much, Alexa. I really appreciate that. You're so kind. That is really kind of you. I truly appreciate it. Someone's put, will shine come through later if not pressing powder and skin? Yes, of course, 100%. You'll get it. Okay. Oh, what's going on there? I don't want to do that. Hold on. Ah, there you go. I'm Janet from Hong Kong. Hi, Janet. I feel like I see better results in the foundation concealer if I spend a little extra coin. Yeah, unfortunately, that is the case. Honestly, it is. Right, I'm going to now use my Lime Crime Bushy Brow pen. Can you see this front section here? Right, so you can see here, I've not drawn very, I've not pressed hard there because you can see there's a gap there. Here where I've pressed harder because I need to fill in the area where there's no hair. Now here, I'm going to draw in these little hairs, right? Now, make sure you can see. I only do this near the front, and I'm going to explain why. Can you see that's filled it in a bit? It's such a process when you have sparse brows, honestly. So that's very light because I like the front of my brow to look a little bit lighter than the rest. Now I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen. This is in chocolate. Now what I do is I take off like the excess on here because I don't like a whole load of ink to come out. And this is where I don't go from the front because I've already applied the, what do you call it? The Lime Crime. This is where I go on the areas that I don't actually have hair. And can you see that kind of darkens it? And we're going to go a little bit here, but not a lot. That is a bit better. So wherever you have no hair, that's where you want to add these hair strokes. See that? Now I can see we've got, there you go. That is the process, guys, of creating a 3D brow when you don't have much hair, basically. So let's go ahead and do this on the other side. Same thing, we're going to shape. Okay. Oh my God, guys. I watched that show yesterday and it literally made me cry. It's called One Day. Have any of you seen it? I was watching it and I was like, what is this show? Like, seriously? Because I was like, are they just one day going to end up together? And then I watched it to the end and I cried. It was so sad. I'm not going to tell you what happens. I feel like I kind of did just by saying it's so sad. It is really good, guys. Watch it. It's a bit of like you have to get into it because you're kind of like, okay, what is going on? Like, seriously. It became background TV for me for a little while, up until like the last episode. And then I was like, no. I was like, what? Yeah, someone else has said, who's this? Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Said it made you bawl. I saw so many reels of people crying over this show. It's really sad. Okay. There you go. Okay. Now, bushy brow pen. Someone said I've been watching The Crown on Netflix. It's so good. Alexa. See, I used to like that. I feel like that was potentially quite accurate at the beginning. And then the last season, I feel like, did someone get to them? It's like, I don't know. It's just all of a sudden they just did a U-turn, didn't they? It's just hard to... Okay. It's so bizarre when you see yourself how other people see you. Because it just is making me a little bit obsessed with getting things symmetrical. Okay. Whew. Someone's like, I've watched your earlier tutorials with goof-proof powder. I just can't get a neat result with the pencil. Brows always end up uneven. Goof-proof powder. Yeah, I don't use that as much anymore, to be honest. I did at a certain time. I think I gave up at the end of The Crown. I was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. So I'm not liking my brow. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay, so yes. No, I need to go back with a little bit of this because I can see. Yeah, so you need to watch that show basically because you're going to love it. So that is my 3-step brow routine, basically. It's honestly the only thing that makes my brows look normal. Okay. Now, we are going to curl the eyelashes. These are my Kevin O'Quar lash curlers. Really good lash curlers. And I just curl them that way. It's as easy as that. I am currently using the Swede Lash Serum. They sent it over to me and they were like, we really want you to try this out. Let us know what you think. And apparently in a couple of weeks, it looks like your lashes are way longer. So I'm only on like a week at the moment. So we'll see what happens with that. But I am using the Swede mascara, which I absolutely love. The link is in the description. It's called Swede Pro Lash Lift Mascara. The brush is so good. I'm trying to get this, make sure. It's like that. It's such a good brush. So I'm going to get into the lash here. So I look down and I basically, what I do is I use a flat part of this brush at the root. So I've now covered the root from the underside with the flat brush, with the flat part of this brush. And now I'm going to use the comb and drag through. And this gives me a really nice natural lash. Like that. I really do like this mascara. Yeah, it's a really good mascara. Okay, so I'm using the flat part. It's a very odd shaped mascara brush. Let me get it back in there. It's not a round brush. It's like a comb. So I'm going to answer a couple more questions in a second. I just got a bit of mascara on my, can you see it? Yeah, I'm going to show you how we can get rid of that. It happens to us all. See, I really like this mascara. Guys, I did put it on my stories. Sorry, not on my stories, on my community page that I did a shoot recently for Vogue. It's crazy. So like happy with that. It's such an accomplishment for me. It was amazing. So I was really happy, and I really do thank you for all the amazing wishes that you sent me. Let me answer a few questions while I let that little mistake dry. You've got to let it dry. Your brows look really nice. Thank you so much. By the way, hello from Florida. That was Lynette. Hi, Lynette. Kylia, I think that's how you say it. I missed a lot of this, but already I'm glad I caught it. I'm so glad you're here too. Love your eyebrow correcting tip with concealer though. Yeah, do that all the time if I've made a mistake. Honestly, it happens because I really want my brows to be symmetrical. And that is a struggle, I'll be honest. The brows like to give me trouble sometimes. Yeah, give me trouble all the time, honestly. Most of the time I'm late because of my brows. Have you seen the heated eye curlers? That's by Ruby. No, I have seen them, but I haven't tried them. Yeah, haven't tried them. But I will let you know what I think of them if I try them. So it makes a big difference. Does it actually last though? So I know that it would make a big difference immediately, but does it last through the day? Let me know. Yeah, with the eyelash color, it makes a big difference by Alexa. Yeah, it does. Bertha has said hello and goodbye from San Diego, California. Love the live on Sunday. So glad. Alexa's like, wow, that's awesome. Yeah. So, okay. Next up. Someone's put, I ordered them. Ruby's put, I ordered them. I heat the Kelvins and it lasts. Okay. That's good to know. Oh, okay. So the best way to apply blush on a round face, someone has put. Powder or cream. You can use either. Honestly, the texture really depends on the finish that you prefer. So that doesn't make any difference in terms of whether if you have a round face, then you should always use powder, or if you have a slim face, you should use cream. That makes no difference. But when you are applying it, I would also, if you're applying it on a wide face, I would apply it on the top section here, right? Not right there, because it's just not going to do anything. I would apply it around this section here because it's going to help to lift, which is always good for a round face. So we've done the face, we've got the mascara on, and now what we're going to be doing is just adding lip pencil, which is my Lip Cheat by Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm just going to do a very light lip because it's like a light makeup look. I always draw it in like this. And then I smudge it in. There you go. Then what I'm going to do is use my dual lip glow oil. This is the cherry oil, because this kind of like is a bit of a color reviver for your lips. So that's that. You can always go back and apply more lip pencil if you want to. But this is, oh yeah, I need to show you the mistake that I made. So we're going to get a spoolie. Oh, it's stuck. Let's try this one. That one's stuck. They're both the same. Okay, I can't get the lids off. Oh, I've got it off. Okay, so there's nothing on this spoolie. Now this is all dry where that mistake is. You're going to very lightly scrape over it. Oh, that tickled. And that will remove it. And that's basically it. And you can go over with a bit of powder, whatever's left on your brush. And that's it. So this is our natural look, guys. This is the barely there makeup look. So you can see my skin still looks like skin. You can see the bumps from that breakout I've got. But, you know, it doesn't look like, okay, it's overly sculpted. It's overly blushed up. It doesn't look like it's cakey. I feel like you can still see that it's skin, right? I feel like it's still, yeah, it still looks like skin. So, you know, you can see the texture in my skin, which ultimately that's always going to be there. You know, that's just normal to have texture. So don't feel like, you know, it shouldn't be there. It's normal to have texture and pores. So let's finish off with some questions. Whew. And then we're going to call it a night, guys. Some of you are starting your day. I'm finishing my day. Should I apply concealer every day? Genuinely, that's completely your own like preference. Completely up to you whether you apply it every day. I personally do, because I feel like a tinted moisturizer just isn't enough for me because of the darkness around my eyes. So if I'm going out anywhere, I will always put a little bit of concealer. Obviously, if I'm just going locally here, I just don't put anything on, you know. But someone's put, I have trouble hiding under eyeshadows. Any suggestions? I've just done a video on that. I recorded it today where you will see it soon. I don't want to give too much away, but you will see it soon. It's really going to help you with dark circles. So that will be coming soon. Someone's put, please don't use heated eyelash curlers, guys. They are so damaging. Your eyes and eyelashes are too delicate. I'm a skin consultant and have seen the damage. Oh dear. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm just kind of like used to the OGs, really. these are the OGs. I don't mind sticking with the OGs. Would love to see a look using Hourglass Ambient Snake. Yep, sure. I will see what I can do. Very good look. Gorgeous. Love that I was able to watch you live. Got to go get some sleep before work tonight. Love you, Nina. I love you too, Janet. I love all of you guys. Nina, tips for bleeding lipstick. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure that you put some powder on your lips before you actually go in with your lip liner. Make sure your skin is fully matte before applying your lip liner if you struggle with bleeding lips. Then once you've applied your lip liner, you want to make sure you put a dusting of powder on top of that lip liner before you then carry on with your lipstick. But don't take the lipstick all the way to the edge. It shouldn't really be all the way to the edge, because otherwise what you're doing is going over your lip liner and then there was no point applying lip liner. So just bear in mind it's about having that dryness around the edges, but also making sure your lipstick isn't all the way to the edge. Oh, okay. Any suggestions with eyebrow color pencils for people who have dark brown hair? For eyebrow color pencils for people who have dark brown hair, like as in to cover the hair? Just elaborate on that question, Alexa, because I don't want to give you the wrong answer. Okay, so Odia has said, what's your opinion of Hourglass Veil Tint and Coverage? Hourglass Veil Tint and Coverage. I haven't tried that, so I can't say. Alexandra said, beautiful, love your little hack, so helpful. I'm so glad, thank you. Someone's put, Miranda's put, this is a non-makeup related question, but please share where you get your ribbed tanks. You have the best ones. Thank you so much. I get most of them from Zara, to be honest. I have, yeah, most of them are from Zara. I think all of them are from Zara. I have a few which are more expensive, but I never wear them when I'm filming for YouTube. So all the ones that I wear whilst I'm filming for YouTube are all from Zara. You know, like they're literally just, I mean, I can only tell you in they're probably in dollars, they're probably like, I don't know, like, hold on, I'm not the best at maths. So I'm trying to figure out in dirhams what they are in. They're probably going to be about like $20 maybe, like for a ribbed tank. But yeah, that's where I get them all from. Okay, and what are your thoughts on shaving your face? I've heard this helps your makeup stay better and look smoother. Absolutely love it, Jill. Love it. I do it every 2 weeks. I use a face blade. This one here, so I don't use a normal shave. I use one for the face, and I very, 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 very lightly do it. I do have one in my playlist videos about in skincare. Like you'll see a video on there showing me how you do that, but it does make your makeup look smoother, and it is really good for removing dry skin off of your face. How about lip hydrator? My lips are cracking. I love what I just used. It's really good. The dual lip glow oil. It's amazing. Sorry if you've covered this. This is Kelly. When I powder under the eyes, no matter what powder, it always looks cakey when I look close up. I've tried so many powders. Should I use pressed and not loose? Yes. So I actually used pressed for this. So this look was pressed, and I feel like you'll get a much better finish. So do try that. Ruby has said, have a good evening, Nina. Need to board a plane. Glad I tuned in, even if it was just for a little while. Oh, thank you so much. You too. Have a great trip wherever you are going. It's going to be amazing. I'm going away soon too. I cannot wait. Okay, so you look gorgeous, Nina. Thank you so much. I don't own a bronzer. Any tips to pick a good bronzer quality shade? So you want to go for something which gives you a sun-kissed look, if that's what you're going for. If you're using a bronzer for the sun-kissed look, then you want to make sure it's something which is kind of similar to, say, for example, when you are super tanned, right? Whenever you've tanned, what kind of color do you go? Unless you go red, obviously you don't want that, but you want something which is going to be like, you need to try it on your kind of wrist or your hand or something like that. I need to have some water, sorry guys. You need to try it on to see what it's like. But it's something that you need to make sure it's not too much darker than your skin tone, because then that way it's going to give you more of a sun-kissed look. I can quite easily play around with very dark colors because I'm used to it, and I know my stuff when it comes to colors and how much I should apply of it. But if you're not used to it, I would always go with something which is just a little deeper than your skin tone. So, thank you. I will check your videos. I need to invest in Sigma brushes. Yes, make sure you use my code. Everything is in my description. Thank you. Your videos and tips are great, from Ashwin. Thank you, guys. I'm going to love you and leave you. I have really enjoyed this. It's been amazing, and I'm super excited to see you next Sunday. And I think you should make sure that you tune in 100% next Sunday, because you guys are going to be really, really happy, because it's going to be a bit different. It might be in a different place. So make sure you do tune in. I'm going to do my best to kind of like make sure. I'm going to confirm everything in a couple of days, but I'm 99% going live next Sunday. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's going to be exciting. Thank you so much, Kelly. You are a star. You're like grateful for your beautiful presence online in body, mind, and heart. Thank you so much, Kelly. I really appreciate it. You are amazing. And I am wanting you guys to have the best day ever. I know a lot of you are having breakfast right now, probably having your coffee, about to start your day. I'm about to take my makeup off and go to sleep, but I am sending you loads of love. I hope you have the best day. Don't forget, be confident, be beautiful. And yeah, that I just made that up on the spot there. It sounded like it was going to be a tagline, but it's not. But yeah, be happy with your day, sending you loads of good vibes. And yeah, you guys are most welcome. Good night and good morning, wherever you are in the world. Good afternoon, wherever you are. Love you loads. See you guys. Good night.